There is one line on a graph that a lot of very serious people cannot stop staring at. It measures something simple, the length of a task an AI can finish on its own. 2 years ago, it was a couple of minutes. As of 2026, the best systems can take on jobs that would keep a person busy for the better part of a day, and the line has been doubling every few months for years. If it keeps going, it rewrites the economy. But here is the thing almost everyone gets wrong about this graph, including the people who cheer it. So let's read it honestly. What is it really measuring? Why does it climb? And where does it quietly lie? Let's open it up. First, what the line actually is. A research group called METR built a clever ruler. Take a big pile of tasks that take humans different amounts of time, a 1-minute fix, a 1-hour bug, an all-day project. Hand them all to an AI and find the length at which it succeeds about half the time. That number is the AI's time horizon. In plain terms, how much human work it can stand in for before it falls apart. A model with a 1-hour horizon is roughly in the ballpark of tasks that take you an hour, and that single number in human time lets you compare any AI on one honest scale. Now plot that number over the years, and this is the graph. Back in 2019, an AI's horizon was about 2 seconds, GPT-4 a few minutes, by 2024 around 7 minutes. Early 2025, roughly 50 minutes. Late 2025, about 5 hours. And by early 2026, well over a dozen. Every 4 to 7 months, it doubles. On this chart, that is a straight line marching up and to the right, an exponential. And exponentials are the thing humans are worst at taking seriously. So why should a smooth doubling mean anything at all? Because doubling this particular number is brutally hard, and to see why, you have to think about what a long task really is. It is a chain. Dozens, hundreds, thousands of little steps, each one a chance to slip. And if you can trip on any single step, then the longer the task, the more likely you are to fall somewhere along the way. Length is not just more work. It is more chances to fail. Let's make that concrete, because this is the heart of it. Imagine an AI that gets each little step right 99% of the time. Sounds nearly flawless. But a real task might be 100 steps long. 99% multiplied by itself 100 times is about 37%. So a 99% reliable AI still fails roughly 2 out of 3 long tasks. The errors compound. And that is the secret behind the whole graph. To double how long a job it can finish, an AI has to get dramatically more reliable per step. A tiny gain in reliability buys a huge gain in horizon. That is what the climbing line is actually made of. Which tells you what is really being trained. It is not just raw intelligence, it is the boring, crucial stuff. Catching its own mistakes, backing up when it goes wrong, holding a long task in its head, using tools, and simply not giving up halfway. Reliability stretched over more and more steps. That is the engine under the curve. So far, so impressive. Now for the part almost everyone skips. Catch number 1, and it is a big one. That headline number is the length an AI finishes about half the time. Half, a coin flip. For anything you would actually trust it with, you want it to succeed far more than half the time. And the moment you ask for even 4 out of 5, the horizon already collapses to about 1/5 of the size. So when you hear an AI can handle a 16-hour task, the honest translation is closer to 3 hours, and that is only at 4 out of 5. True high-stakes reliability, where it almost never fails, shrinks it further still. Catch number 2. Every number on this graph comes from software and research tasks, run inside clean, tidy environments where success is easy to check. Coding, fixing bugs, training small models. Take that same system and ask it to do a messy job out in the real world, and the picture changes completely. The researchers actually measured one model's horizon for making a cup of coffee, 2 minutes. Being able to code for hours does not mean it can do everything for hours. The skill is narrow. And catch number 3, which the researchers themselves shout from the rooftops, the top of his graph is incredibly shaky. Their own words, swap a single task in or out of the test, and a 14-hour result might become 8 or 20. The true horizon for today's best model could honestly be anywhere from 5 hours to over 60. Why so uncertain? Because there are only a handful of tasks that long to even test on. One such task can cost thousands of dollars just to measure, so treat the very tip of the line as a blurry guess, not a hard fact. And this brings us to the single most misread thing about the entire chart. That vertical axis is not how long the AI runs by itself. Read that again because it trips up almost everyone. A 5-hour AI is not off working unsupervised for 5 hours. It is doing a piece of work that would take a skilled human 5 hours. The axis is human time, a measure of how much of our effort it can compress, not a clock on the machine. Miss that, and you will badly overestimate what is actually happening. So, honestly, what does it all mean? Strip away the hype and the catches, and something real remains. The amount of human work an AI can take on is climbing fast. If the line holds, agents move from minutes to hours to days toward a full week of work handed off at once. The forecasters who predict AI shaking the job market built their timelines on this exact graph. But notice, even they have quietly pushed their dates back, from a couple of years out to roughly the end of the decade, around 2029 to 2032, precisely because of the catches we just walked through. The direction is real, and it is quick. The timeline is a projection, not a promise. Anyone who tells you the exact year is guessing. So the next time someone shows you a terrifying or thrilling AI chart, you know what to ask. Half the time, or reliably? A clean benchmark, or the messy real world? A firm number, or a blurry guess at the edge of the graph? Reading these things honestly, seeing both the real trend and the real limits, is the whole point of this channel. We take the machine apart so the hype can't fool you. If that is the way you want to understand where AI is going, subscribe. There is always another graph worth reading properly.